So I've had some people asking me if I still believe in marriage as a person who has been divorced. And I have to say that when I was going through my divorce, my mindset was completely different than it is now. I see the world in a completely different way. I was a totally different person back then than I am now. And I feel like I have grown and matured and learned a lot of things about not only myself, but about the world and about life in general through my divorce. It's definitely not something that I ever planned on happening. I don't think anyone goes into a marriage, planning for a divorce. And I had always told myself that I never wanted to get a divorce. And if you go back and look at my um, multiple videos where I've talked about like how I feel about my divorce and how I'm doing after my divorce and all those things, you can kind of see the progression in my state of mind because I was definitely very, very depressed and lonely and just lost as a person when I was going through the divorce. And I just kind of like looked for love in all the wrong places, so to speak. I was clinging to love anywhere that I could find it. Love in quotations because it wasn't really love. It was more like I would find people who wanted sexual things with me and not really like a relationship or anything serious. It was more just, they wanted to take advantage of someone who was in a vulnerable state of mind. Um, Now, to answer your question of do I still believe in marriage? I would like to be married at some point in the future. I do want to have a family. I want to build a life with someone else. And I feel like as humans, we are social creatures and we do kind of value relationships with other people, and we value families and building connections and bonds with other people. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why I feel like that, but I also don't want to give up on the hope that one day I will be happy and that one day I will have something to look forward to, and that one day I will, be able to say that, I have a husband who loves me, and that I love my husband. And, it wasn't really there in my first marriage. And, I definitely am not going to rush into anything. Um, that is for damn sure, because I feel like that is one of the reasons why my first marriage failed so drastically, like it did, is the fact that I feel like we just rushed into it because, we thought that we loved each other and we thought that we wanted to spend the rest of our lives together. But, um, truth be told, we were not right for each other. We had no business getting married. We'll just say that much. And I think that it hurt both of us in ways that we never imagined it would. Um, and like I said, you don't go into a relationship or a marriage or a partnership thinking, that it's going to fail. You obviously want to be positive about things and you want to be hopeful. And when you get into that honeymoon period, you see things a different way than they really are. I can kind of mess with you. Um, but I do still believe in marriage. It's something that I still do want eventually, with the right person. Um, I don't know. It has to be something mutual with someone who respects me as much as I respect him, and loves me as much as I love him, and wants to create a long-lasting bond with me. Like I said, I don't want to give up on the thought or the notion that one day life could be better for me, and one day I could find myself spending the rest of my life with a man who truly does love and care for me just as much as I do for him. And it's just going to be hard because with having a seizure disorder and, the muscular degeneration disorders and things like that that I have going on currently, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to find someone who's willing to kind of not necessarily overlook, but who is willing to accept those things about me and who still loves me regardless of those things. So I hope that answers your question. I hope you're having a great day, and I will talk to you guys again soon.